Live. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. We appreciate the love. Good to my brother 24. The algorithm. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe for more future live streams and videos like this. And share this video with your friends and family so they too know that the People's Champ Lecture 83 goes live on a daily basis between 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time and 4, 1 o'clock West Coast, 4 o'clock p.m. East Coast. What's 1 o'clock West Coast, 4 p.m. East Coast. Shout out to everybody else on the West Coast. It's 1 p.m. for you guys, but here on the East Coast, it is 4 p.m. That means that we have 10 minutes away for 4:20 p.m. So make sure you get everything ready for your blunts, your bowls, your joints. Make sure everything rolled up. Make sure you have everything packed from your bowls. Oops. Like this. Make sure you have your bowls packed. Make sure you have your bongs packed, your bong reapers. Make sure everything's charged up from your pens, like your puff codes, like your pens, and your devices, like your 510 threads. Make sure you have everything. Make sure you have your gummies ready, your edibles. Make sure you have all that ready with you. Make sure you have your drinks ready. Your THC your THC drinks ready to stay hydrated during the set, like this, and during the heat wave like this. Make sure you stay hydrated during the heat wave. Always stay hydrated through the heat wave. Cheers, gang. Thank you for joining me on this Wednesday, June 3rd, 2024. So, hope everybody has slept like kings and queens last night and doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. We are here on a Wednesday. As you can see. Let me turn this around. June 3rd, Wednesday. That means that June 4th is tomorrow. Hope. Let me know if you got something to do on a July the 4th. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 10 minutes, less than 6 minutes away, 5 minutes away for 4:20. So make sure you got everything ready now, because we got 5 minutes left, 5 minutes away for 4:20 p.m. So make sure everything's ready right now, because we got 5 minutes until 4:20. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to this YouTube channel, allow me to introduce myself to you guys. This is the People's Champ 1983. I go live on a daily basis between 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock p.m. West Coast. That's 4 p.m. East Coast, 1 p.m. West Coast. What's up, Latif? Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Hope you are doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day and slept like a king last night. You're just in time because we are 5 minutes away for 4:20 p.m. 5 minutes away. So make sure you get everything ready because we're about to take this 4:20 hit in about 5 minutes. And then we're going to talk about Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné, has revealed why she has left WWE. So we are going to take a look at that. She was guest on a special guest on Hot 97 with Ebro and Ebro in the morning, and we're going and she is now the new TBS champion of AEW. So not only she is one champion, she also holds two championships. So now she is back to being two belts Banks, but because her name changed, her name is now Mercedes Monet. So yeah. So we're going to see why she left WWE for AEW. In this interview she did with Ebro on Hot 97, plus a lot more. And then also, guys, I'm going to show you what type of e-bike I'm going to get. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to purchase another e-bike. This one is going to be a lot faster, a lot stronger. This is going to be has a lot more range to help me to make some DoorDash orders, because if you haven't forgotten, ladies and gentlemen, I have became a DoorDasher. So I need, and I'm going to use the e-bike to help make me money off DoorDash by using the e-bike that I'm going to purchase off the Amazon to help me make more money off from the from being a DoorDasher. So, by the way, don't forget to hit the like button for your boy. We appreciate that. It's for the algorithm. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. We got 2 minutes away for 420. 2 minutes away. So make sure y'all ready right now, guys. 2 minutes. As you can see, I got mine ready. I got the Warrior OG, and this is Sour Diesel. And we got ourselves a THC, not THC drink, but we got ourselves a there we go, my drink right here. There we go, boom boom. Got some of a drink. Oh yeah. Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. We got 1 more minute left. 1 more minute. Hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day. Had slept like kids and queens last night. We're here on a Wednesday. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about here. So hope everybody is nice and comfortable, because we're going to have a lot to discuss. But for now, we are going to get baked at 4:20 p.m. because guess what time it is now? That's right, it is 4:20 p.m. on the dot. You know what that means. Time to get baked. Hope you're ready. Cheers, gang. Happy Wednesday. Woo! Cheers. Hope y'all just joining along with me with the 420 hit. It is now 4:21. Make sure you have the notification bell. Make sure you hit it on all so you'll miss that up and coming 420 hit tomorrow. Ooh, that was a good one. Cheers. Oh yeah. Mm. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Damn. My bad, guys. Hold on. Cheers, gang. I wish you're hydrated. Mm. Okay, let's go for another hit. Cheers, gang. Because why not? Oh yeah, Ghost and I said we were on the smoke, right? We want all the smoke. Uh, Damn, everybody go. Mm. Oh, that was a good hit. Oh my god, yeah. That's why you see me hear me quiet because I'm still taking in this hit. And you know what it is when you try to take a fat clouds, you get quiet. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot. Oops. Mm, mm. Plug this in. There you go. Really. Oh, fuck it. Take one more hit and then we're going to discuss, look at Sasha Banks and AKA Mercedes Monet interviews that she did with Ebro Hot 97. Let's go. Hit. Thank you. Cheers. Let's get break. Let's get. Let's go. I'm trying to say let's get break, my friends. But oh my god. All right, so let's get it. Let's begin. you doing? Okay, hold on, guys. Uh,
Sealy has options.
there we go. All right, so a day or two ago, Sasha Banks has made an appearance on the Hot 97, revealing why she had left WWE. So let's watch and see what made her left WWE together.
This is your sole purpose. This is what you're supposed to do. And ever since I was 10, the moment I laid my eyes on wrestling, I had nothing but wrestling dreams. 24 and just walked out. I walked out of that door and I walked into the hardest decision. I mean,
There we go.
on your dreams now. What was the reasoning?
Here we go. The reason why Sasha Banks left WWE. Here's the reason.
I should still do this. And I was like, no, you're amazing. You still have so much more to give and do that you can't quit on your dreams now.
What was the reasoning that you left?
There's so many reasonings.
Oh, okay.
But the biggest thing is just listening to my heart and my soul. Something didn't felt right that day. How we were talked to didn't settle in my heart. And I just instantly knew, like, if I wasn't going to take control of my life right here and now, then I was never going to be happy there by having someone talk to me the way that they do, or feeling like you just don't belong. Like, okay, I've been doing this for 14 years, and to feel like this as this low, my soul's like, no, get up, go.
That's a
Go.
big decision, though.
It was the hardest
It
decision.
made me feel like
I mean,
crap over
WWE
there.
was always my dream when I was 10 years old. So to be with that company for 10 years and to walk out was the hardest decision I've ever made in my whole life. But it's now the greatest decision I've ever made, because where I am today, the TBS champion, the highest paid woman in women's wrestling history.
Come on. I was going
Thank
to
you,
ask
Kev.
if that's
Thank you,
true.
Tony.
Yes.
Thank you, AEW. And I can
Well,
just go on and on.
thank you,
All
Tony.
these amazing opportunities that have happened since I listened to my heart and just walked out. I walked out of that door and I walked into so many more doors that were open for me. So it's a beautiful thing. When one door closes, or when one door they want to push you out of it, just know that there's so many doors, there's so many keys waiting for you to grab to go open those doors and opportunities. So you have to go out there and get it. And know it's okay to be afraid.
Yeah.
It's okay to be afraid.
Right.
It's okay to make some mistakes.
So that's
because
why
how
she
you grow.
left.
That's how you learn. And these past 2 years is where I've grown the most, and it's the most the feeling in the world, knowing that I made mistakes, but how I overcome them, and where I am today, because I feel the greatest I've ever felt in my whole life.
You know, I think sometimes people skip the part of
Damn.
realizing that was your dream since
Yeah.
you were a child,
Right.
right?
Be a
Like, you
WWE.
talked about watching wrestling, I think, first time 10 years old in our conversation
Steve
right now,
Guys.
and work towards something for so many
because
years.
Vince
It's your
McMahon wants to
dream,
be-
and to make such a hard decision. It is not easy.
No, because it wasn't just about me. It's my family too. I
That's right.
financially support my brother who
Y'all know
has
who he
special
is.
needs. I financially support my mother. So for 2 years, not having a stable income, I'm still making money thanks for the other doors of opportunities of coming in, but really not knowing what was going to be next and if I was going to fit back into wrestling. And I'm so thankful for a company like AEW and such a beautiful boss and leader like Tony Khan, who saw me for what I am, and he saw me as the best women's wrestler of all time. He worked endless amount of years to try to get me and to get me down, and he finally got me. With the numbers were right, the conversations were right, the alignment was right, and the goals were aligned.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I wanted the goals of what his mission was for AEW and the women's wrestling in AEW, and I wanted him to know how much I care and how much I want to bring to women's wrestling here in AEW. And the alignment was just there, and now here we are making magic. And AEW's only been around for 5 years, and they're creating this much headway.
Only around for 5 years.
So imagine
A
the
lot
next-
of noise.
A lot of noise. So imagine the next 5 years. Imagine next year, because this is my first year. I've only been around for 3 months, and I'm creating so much noise. So I'm just excited to see where AEW grows to, because I'm growing with it as well.
What is it about this opportunity that you felt, okay, it's
Wow.
undeniable? I got
You heard that? So you always hear stories about how nobody is find themselves in a good working environment when it comes to being around Vince McMahon. And may I remind you that Vince McMahon was the reason why Ashley Massaro had taken her own life. Did y'all know that Ashley Massaro would take her own life because she was refused training. This McMahon didn't get her the proper wrestling training, so she pretty much was out there, was on wrestling on the fly, and Stephanie refused to give her training. She was great under the military. Vince McMahon told her to keep quiet, and, and she's no longer here. And now, now all the stories you hear about the Vince McMahon and his scandals, and how people feel like most people feel like they couldn't even go up to Vince McMahon because that's how uh, the type of person he was. That even Sasha Banks said that she was even sometimes afraid to go to Vince McMahon because well she was afraid of him, and that's the reason why of all the scandals you hear about Vince McMahon and how he be making you stuff, making you do stuff for favors, making you do stuff for a storyline, making you do stuff for a push in the WWE or a race in WWE, especially when it comes to the women. This is exactly why she left AEW because she felt like she wasn't being. She felt like she didn't. She felt like she didn't feel like safe there, and that was when Vince McMahon is there. Now, even people that is there now, they will tell you that there is much happier under the leadership of Triple H than there ever was under the leadership of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more freedom. It's a lot more loose. It's nobody working on eggshells. No, it's nobody screaming them on the headset talking about some. Say it, damn it, say it. Remember when JR was in WWE, you always hear stories about how Vince McMahon would yell at JR in his ear, talk about some, say it, damn it, say it, say it, say it, say it, damn it. And then it would be like that with Michael Cole. You would constantly have Vince McMahon screaming in your ear, talking about some, say this, say that, say this, say that. Not with Triple H. Like they said, with Triple H, it's a whole lot more freedom. That's why I'm surprised that Sasha Banks still works, decided to still go for AEW instead of WWE. Because everybody knows that when it comes to AEW, every WWE superstars that went there end up not being happy. Number one was Cody Rhodes. Let's just start up with Cody Rhodes. He left because he wasn't unhappy there. Then it ended up being with Big Swole. Everybody, y'all remember Big Swole? She was there because she left because she felt like there was no opportunities given to somebody that is her color and others. And then as soon as she said that on the tweet, next thing you know, Tony Khan made Jay Cargill the TBS champion. Right after the tweet put out by Bispo about him making all the white wrestlers champion and nobody else that's like the that's not white has won any championship since they being AEW. You only got Britt Baker. You only got the Adam Coles. You only got the Daniel Bryans. You only got the. You only got the how you call it You already got the MJFs. You got the Jeff Jarrett's. All of them have world championships over there, and all of them are white. But she would say like, when the last time somebody people of color won the championships? Then she put that on the tweet, and soon as she put that on the tweet, next thing you know, that's when people of color start winning championships. Like a Jay Cargill, who became the TBS champion, and she ended up being the longest reigning TBS champion. But then she wasn't even given the right opponent. Most of them was pretty much jobbers until she faced somebody like Chris Statlander, who she just pretty much just went through her and lost the championship like that. And then that's when she ended up going to WWE. And then she ended up leaving the WWE. And I'm also surprised that Naomi, because Naomi has also returned to the WWE. That's why I was like, I'm surprised she at Sasha Banks, now known as Mercedes Moné, is now part of AEW because Naomi returned to WWE. That's why I was like, wow, because she was Mercedes um as soon as Trinity, aka Naomi, went to WWE, she started teaming up with Jay Cargill and became and her and along with um, Bianca Belair. So that's the reason why Sasha Banks has left AEW is because of Vince McMahon, and she feels like they going to treat her the way she treated her when she was there. Um, now we I know it definitely not because of money, because WWE has plenty of money to give Sasha Banks, but I guess it's because of the Vince McMahon owning the WWE. Even though WWE has banned Vince McMahon from the WWE, Sasha Banks still went to AEW. Cause I heard that Vince McMahon is not even allowed back in the WWE. In fact, he is banned from the WWE. That's why I'm shocked that Sasha Banks was AEW because WWE wants nothing to do with Vince McMahon, the person that treated her badly, aka while she was there, aka Vince McMahon. He is not there in WWE anymore. WWE was ever since the scandal came out about Vince McMahon. WWE distanced himself from Vince McMahon and wants nothing to do with Vince McMahon. And to go as far as ban Vince McMahon from the WWE. Erase Vince McMahon from the record books. Vince McMahon hasn't even been being spoken ever at WWE ever since Vince McMahon was banned from WWE. Nobody has even said the word Vince in WWE since he is banned from WWE. So that is why I'm surprised that Sasha Banks chose AEW over WWE since they part ways with Vince McMahon and have him erased from the record books. So you will never hear the word Vince McMahon under WWE TKO ever again, thanks to um, WWE. But hope everybody do well physically, mentally, and emotionally this day, and stuff like kids and queens last night. Has anybody had it told you yet? You are smart, beautiful, kind, and wise, and are the most important thing on this earth. And don't let anybody tell you any different. That's right, you Latif, and you. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You're special in your own way. I'm special in my own way to make us special and unique. And for that, cheers, gang. Stay hydrated, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let me give you guys an update on the scooter. Now, a lot of you, if you didn't know that I have gotten to an accident on the scooter, somebody had pretty much front-ended me while I was on the scooter. Pretty much took out the entire tire of the scooter. So I had to either A, get it fixed and replaced, or B, buy a new, a better scooter. And I'm determined to buy an e-bike. So it's not because I became became a door dasher, so I can so I can make more money, extra money, and I decided to to I was going to use the scooter to help me use do DoorDash orders, but I determined I'm determined to buy an e-bike instead, and I had found a perfect e-bike to help me commute for DoorDash. Oh man, I forgot. No man, it's on this phone. No man. I could still go on the website. Hold on for a second, guys. Go. There we go. There we go. This is the bike this is bike that I'm planning on getting. It is a be electric 1,000 watts electric bike for adults up to 70 miles, removable battery e-bike, 26-inch flat tire electric mountain bike, e-bike with 7 speed, 7 adults. This is what I'm going to get. This is up 1,000 watts. Look at that. Upgrade internal. Powerful and conceited motor. Max speed up to 20 miles, 25 miles per hour. 1,000 watts. 7 speed. You can see the screen. Battery indicator. Cruise indicator. This got a horn, switch, throttle, speed shifter, LED display. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be perfect for making DoorDash orders. And it's not going to and it's got good mile range of 70 miles. So that is what I'm going to get for to help me make dash orders, store dash orders. The e-bike that is like the peak is like 1,000 watts. Well, there we go. You see this? Look. Here's the bike, what it looks like. This is what I'm planning on getting. Has the lights. Has the horns. Got the basket in the back. I mean this for the back, the back for the basket. The screen. Got the horns. Look at that. This is good. It said you could commute in the beach. You could commute in the beach on the snow. Not a lot of e-bikes can ride on the beach or on the snow. This one can. This is a fat tire, by the way. It's a fat tire. Yeah, definitely getting this. Oh yeah. Use this to help me make money off DoorDash. Let me let me know if you had an e-bike before or had it. Let me know if you own an e-bike before. If you do, what type of e-bike do you have and own? I'm not right. It's like looks at e-bike and do it fast too. Take a look at the specs. This said race max, urban, easy, electric. These are the specs. 1,000 watts peak, 48 volts. Max speed. Oh, max speed go up to 28 miles per hour. Max speed is 28 miles per hour. Front torque, post suspension times 2. Step through, frame. 70-mile range. You got dual disc, brakes, and pedal assist model. Comes with 3 different colors: black, blue, and white. Yeah, you definitely could help me get to the destination fast enough and not just having. And also, I already have a basket. I already have a basket as well for the DoorDash orders. You said it could go up to, it could 5'3" to 6'3". Low capacity is 300 pounds. Oh yes. There we go. It's what it says right here on the website. Why would you choose the electric 2.0? The electric the electric 2.0 e-bike is the ideal choice for you. It comes with a powerful 1,000-watt motor and a long distance 48-volt 528 watt hours battery with a range up to 70 miles. The lightweight aluminum frame and fat tires have also been upgraded to weight only 45 um, pounds for a comfortable and safe ride. The Beatrice 2.0 is the perfect combination of performance and value, so great, ready for the ultimate venture. Mm, there you go. I heard, I heard that if you I heard if you charge this at electric car, you know how the electric cars that have a electric power station. If you go there, then and charge it with one of their chargers, it would charge up to like 48. It would take up to 48 minutes to charge up by using one of their electric charging vehicles, charging station. But definitely, definitely going to get that for the DoorDash orders. So look out for the video. Definitely going to get that. So help me make DoorDash orders with and make me extra money. But thank you for joining me on this live stream. Cheers, gang. Mm. I've, I've been into electric. Um, I've been into e-bikes ever since I caught my first e-bike. That is the only reason why I have. The only reason why I'm buying the e-bike is because um, I didn't. Now I know. Now not. Now I now I learned that you can't drop the battery because once you drop the battery, then it no longer will charge the accept the charge because it I had dropped it twice and each time the battery would not let it charge. So if you're on the e-bike battery, if you're on an e-bike, do not drop the battery because it will not take any charge after you drop the battery. That's one thing that I have to learn about the hard way is to not drop the battery because the battery is removable. You don't have to charge it with the you don't have to charge it with the bike. You can also take it off the battery off the bike and charge it by itself. And you know how sometimes like you like slip and things happens and you like oops something and he just drops it. Well, if you drop it, just know that it's not going to work. That's the one thing that I had to learn about e-bike batteries. Once you drop it, it's not going to work. It's not going to accept any charge. So I had to learn that the hard way. So that's why when I'm going to get the next one, I'm going to not remove the battery. I'm just going to charge it with the bike. Oh yeah. Speaking of, remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is the real reason why I keep saying that it is unsafe to be outside. It is because every time you turn on the news, somebody is being shot, somebody has been stabbed, somebody has been gunned down. Well, that's what happened in my city, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody was just sitting there, just waiting, just randomly minding his business, and out of nowhere, this gunman shows up and at random and guns him down in my area with an AK-47, guys. AK-47. Look at this. The guy, he got gunned down by a guy who's holding an AK-47.
Developing tonight in West Philadelphia, a shocking scene. Killing this man in the white sweatshirt on a busy West Philadelphia.
But bad. What I said was the reason why it's. I keep saying that it's no longer to be outside. It's no longer safe to be outside. The reason why I keep saying to pay attention to your surroundings at all costs is because what happened in my area is this guy was just standing there, just minding his business, and out of nowhere, he gets gunned down by a guy, a random person, who has an AK-47. Look at this.
Developing tonight in West Philadelphia, a shocking scene captured on video. It shows a man being fatally gunned down while standing outside a store. The shooter appears to be firing a high-powered weapon at nearly point-blank range with several people only steps away. A warning here, the video may be hard to watch. Our Kelly Rule reports.
Law enforcement sources say the shooter appeared to use an AK-47 or a similar high-powered weapon, shooting at least 15 rounds. The brazen shooting happening as people were standing around and walking nearby. We do want to warn you, some may find this video disturbing. Surveillance video provided at Fox 29 shows the moment someone opened fire with a high-powered weapon, police say, killing this man in the white sweatshirt on a busy West Philadelphia corridor just before 8 p.m. Saturday night. You can see him standing there as people come and go from a corner store. We are pausing the video before the shooting, but this is what it sounded like. The alleged shooter wearing a mask fired from close range.
It was just really horrifying because it scared my baby to death.
Gwen Butler says she was sitting outside on the porch with a 2-year-old and 6-month-old.
We heard this like cannon sound, and it sounded like 9 shots or better because it was just going on and people were scattering.
Philadelphia police say the victim, who they would only identify as a 23-year-old man, was taken to Penn Presbyterian Medical Center by police where he died. The gunfire erupting on 52nd Street right near Market Street, about a block from where police have a vehicle stationed. Kevin Richmond works at a barber shop nearby.
How you got a cop right here, and a man pull out an AK and kill somebody right there? How is that? I don't understand that.
We showed Butler the surveillance video of the shooting. She recently moved to the city from Baltimore to be close to her son.
I just see how random it is, how impulsive it is. Somebody decided to do it and they execute it. And it's like, who are you? These young people, your decisions to do these things is not conducive to everybody living in this community. They need to do something, settle your beef somewhere else, or learn to sit down and get over yourself. It's horrifying. I'm tired of seeing my young people die like this. really tired. And it doesn't belong in Philly or any other city.
Police say they are looking into whether or not this person got out of and back into a vehicle. If you have any information or additional video, they want to hear from you. Reporting outside police headquarters, I'm Kelly Rule, Fox 29 News.
You see how it's no longer safe to be outside? The dude just literally just standing there minding his business. Somebody decided to end his life with an AK-47. Damn, that's crazy.
The investigation continues after a fight between neighbors turned deadly in the city's Tacony neighborhood. Police say a woman is dead and her neighbor is facing murder charges after an hour-long barricade situation unfolded yesterday. And now we're learning more about a history of problems between the two. Action News reporter Corey Davis joins us live from the neighborhood with the very latest. Corey, good morning.
Nydia and Alicia, good morning. So police are telling us that neighbor who's accused of shooting and killing the victim did not have a permit to carry a weapon. Neighbors out here are telling us that they actually saw him pull out a gun during a previous argument, but this time it turned deadly.
Damn.
Here's a newly released mugshot of 64-year-old William Pulver. He's accused of shooting and killing his neighbor, 65-year-old Patricia Shin. Police say it happened yesterday afternoon just before 12 o'clock on the 7100 block of Montague Street in Tacony.
They have been going at each other for the last 2 years. Picking. You know, little things. But it'll escalate. To the point where they're shoving each other.
Witnesses say Pulver was arguing with Shin in her backyard, and then people heard gunshots. We're told Shin's husband came home with groceries and found her dead.
We said he's going to do something. He's going to shoot her. He's going to snap one of these days.
I couldn't believe something like this happened here.
Police say Pulver refused to come out of the house and barricaded himself inside.
The Philadelphia Police Department. We need you to come to the front door with your hands up.
The incident was resolved by 1:30 yesterday afternoon. A neighbor recorded this cell phone video of Pulver being taken into custody.
It's horrible, horrible. Such a sin. She's such a nice lady. I feel so bad for their family and his family.
And neighbors are also telling us police actually were called to this block a day before the shooting because of a dispute between the two, but it's unclear right now what resulted from that police investigation. We're being told by officers that they're working to determine exactly what this latest dispute was about. Reporting live here in Tacony, Corey Davis, Channel 6 Action News. Nydia.
Corey, thanks for the update.
This is exactly why guns should never be invented, because the first thing people would do when they get angry is bring up that they have a gun. Oh, don't let me bring up my gun. Because that's the first thing people will bring up when they're angry, is the fact that they have a gun, and that's going to determine to shoot you with it because they have a license for it. Or though just because they have a possession of it, they feel like they could use that to threaten people with it, just by them making them angry. Oh, don't let me get up my gun. You see it time and time again, how people get angry. The first thing they do is reach for their gun. Even during the also type of violence happening in my area, guys. This is also happening in my area within the month span. Within this month.
Now at 6, making the city safer. The progress that leaders say they're making in Philadelphia despite a very violent weekend in the city. Good evening, I'm Jessica Cartalia.
And I'm Yuki Washington. A weekend filled with gun violence leaves 18 people shot between Friday night and Sunday.
Violent crime has long been a problem in Philly, but city leaders say despite the weekend's incidents like these on your screen, shooting numbers this year are actually down. CBS Philadelphia reporter Dan Snyder looks at the numbers and where residents are seeing a difference.
But on the numbers, there's no question it is improving. We're happy with the direction we're going, but it's very, very early in the process.
After years of murder counts topping at least 400, violent crime numbers are falling in Philadelphia. Police data shows 109 homicides counted so far this year, a 38% drop from this time last year, and half the level of our peak in 2021. That same data also shows shootings as a whole were down 37% from 2023. Philadelphia Police Commissioner Kevin Bethel says the department has made an effort to target the areas of the city seeing the most violence.
Like 2 days ago. Come on, man.
The city. Around 10% of those districts represent.
This was like 4 weeks ago they said this.
Within those specific areas, there's about 10 areas that really have about 33% of the violence.
But while these numbers point to change, are Philadelphians actually seeing that impact?
No.
Do you feel like the city's getting safer?
Obviously not.
It all depends on where you're at.
Do you feel your neighborhood is safer?
A little bit more.
Marlene says she still hears gunshots pretty frequently from her West Philly home, a concern for her and her young daughter.
So Philly as a whole, no.
And we heard a couple shots like around the corner. And I just made them go in the house. I was scared, but not as scared. I just worry about their safety more than mine.
Bethel acknowledged the department will have to keep these numbers down consistently to make a true impact, and that includes continuing their push through the challenging summer months ahead.
It's going to take time. People are going to want to see a cadence of that. People can't just be a temporary 6 months. It is going to be how do we do a year from now.
Yes, I am hopeful that it'll be a better, bigger change.
Dan Snyder, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Obviously, that's not going to happen anytime soon, because what just happened in my area of the gunman gunning down a random person with an AK-47 happened 2 days ago, and that was 4 weeks. That was 4 weeks ago they said that, and she was gunned down 2 days ago. Oh my God. And then this happened 2 days ago. Teen robs woman on SEPTA train in West Philly.
Well, Tracy, Johnny, the images that police released, they are clear. At some moments during the robbery, you can see in the security camera footage that some of the suspects are smiling. But some passengers we spoke with about this say the crimes that they see, that they witnessed being committed on the L train specifically are nothing to laugh about.
They said teen robs a woman on SEPTA train.
Crack smoking, weed smoking, shooting up.
They could be going to the bathrooms on them and everything. They don't care.
Damn.
People who take the L say if it's not people struggling with homelessness or drug use threatening their health and safety, it's kids.
Wow, the children.
They want to push you. They want to hit you with their book bags and all of that stuff. If you try to say, like, put them to back up a little bit, they act like you did something to them.
Philadelphia police say the 5 people in these pictures are teenage boys, and they robbed a woman on the SEPTA L back on May 28th. In this video police released today, we see the group on the train tussling with a passenger. While that's going on, a woman gets up from her seat and walks to the exit as the train pulls up to a stop. One of the teen tugs her arm as she tries to walk off. Another teen then walks back onto the train as the door closes, blocking the woman from leaving. They then snatch her cell phone. One of them uses his body to push her against the wall, giving one of the teens a head start to run away. Police say the woman ran after them here at the 56 and Market stop where they got away.
SEPTA's not safe anymore. It's just not.
Riders say they hope the pictures will help police find the teens, hold them accountable, and restore safety on public transportation.
Like, I can't get into it with kids. You just kind of gotta ignore them. Sad to say, gotta ignore them.
Tracy, Johnny, I've been speaking with SEPTA police representatives all day, and they say that this case just goes to show you if anybody does commit a crime on any of SEPTA's property, it will be recorded. The agency will pursue an investigation along with its law enforcement partners and make sure that it does its best to hold the perpetrators accountable. I'll send it back to you in the studio. We're live outside police headquarters in Spring Garden. Leah Uko, NBC 10 News.
This is exactly why it is worth to have your own vehicle, because it seemed to be unsafe and not just. It is exactly why it is worth having your own vehicle, because it seemed to be. Hey, look at this! I just joined the party. Hey, what's up? I'm trying to say this is exactly why you need to have your own vehicle, because it seems like it's unsafe to be riding in public transportations, not just in my area, but also in areas. Because it seems like it's unsafe to be in the public transportation, not just in New York City apparently, but also in my area in Philly. It seems like it is unsafe to ride in public transportation, not just because of homelessness, but because of the children. Well, I haven't been riding in public transportation because I have my own vehicle, and then I'm going to, as you can see, this is the vehicle I'm going to purchase. I mean, I'm going to get myself an e-bike. Oh, yeah. This was going to. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Since it's nice outside, since it's summer, it's nice out. And this is determined zero gas. This determined zero gas. The Victric 1,000 watts electric bike. Go to 70 miles, removable battery. Fat tires. Mountain bike, 7-speed. This go up to 28 miles per hour. Of course, you can drive break the speed, go up to faster than that. But this is going to be one of my vehicles that to help me determine. And then I'm going to use this for DoorDash orders. I'm going to make money making DoorDash orders with this. So I am not going to be using public transportation. I'm going to be either using this or some other vehicle, but I am not going to be using public transportation. Especially the way public transportation has been acting with the whole, people getting violated. But this is going to be my vehicle of choice. This is going to 1,000 watts. Speed up to 28 miles per hour. Look at that. And it's determined zero gas. So I won't have to worry about, because we all know that prices, when it comes to gas prices, it's getting super high. Especially if you live in places like New York and California, prices are super high over there. So if you have an electric vehicle, you won't have to worry. You have to worry about gas. You have a vehicle, you have to worry about gas. Just saying. And you can use this to go to the beach. Use this to go to the store, go to the mall, go to the park. Instead of you using your vehicle, or gas vehicle, I should say, use something like this. Get yourself anywhere to point A to point B, no gas. Yeah, stop biting me. See the cat? But yeah, it's been a lot of crimes happening in my area, all within 1 month span. Can y'all believe that? From the guy getting gunned down by him just standing by the tree, from people getting violated by kids, and from on the trains. Not safe on public transportation.
Not safe on public transportation.
Look at this. This happened. This is going from not just my area, L.A., New York. Look at this. What the fuck, man? Thank you. Not even doing nothing. Hold on, man. Like, why would not? I put a month. It put a like, what's going on? Not safe on public transportation. What the fuck? Not safe on public transportation.
Not safe on public transportation.
What the fuck, man? Not showing me. See? What's it doing? Hit the like button, y'all the real MVP. I'm trying to get to look. I'm trying to have it put on. Why I keep saying I keep telling it to go on month. I said month. It's to put on freaking year anytime, not Stimmy's doing it. It's going on YouTube. Why are you not searching for it? Look. Stimmy's searching for it. Is it even on? Look. Apply. It's not me applying. Alright, what's the fuck going on, YouTube? You wanted me? I put months and still wanted me to go to it. What's going on with YouTube? What's that I hate about YouTube? Like, let me go to a freaking video. Damn, about time. Here we go. This is a video right here. Check this out.
Unsettling reality for a lot of riders, many of whom have no other transportation options. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Michael Brownlee.
And I'm Annabelle Sedano in for Carolyn Johnson today. NBC4's Amber Frias went along with one of the many Angelinos who rely on public transportation. Here's what she experienced.
I won't rely with public transportation.
In the heart of South LA.
This is LA.
Rodriguez and her boyfriend Luis Gomez. Their morning starts bright and early. She starts her day with a heartfelt prayer.
I pray in the name of your son Jesus that you send angels to guard and protect our way, Father God.
Luis leaves their home hours earlier for his construction job. His commute takes him through different bus and train routes daily.
Amen. Okay, so then we can head out.
Around 8:30 a.m.
You never know what's going to happen.
One safety concerns for riders
on
who
42nd
rely
Street
on
and Vermont Avenue.
Metro.
754, we'll be here in 3 minutes.
It's a familiar walk, yet a sense of fear always lingers in her mind.
There's every crazy people that might get in there, and sometimes they just don't like you sitting next to them, or even a look might trigger something.
Tulasi stays alert and aware of her surroundings.
Good morning.
On the first bus, she finds a seat by the back door.
Look at this. This guy worry about now on the public
This ride
transportation.
is quiet, with few people aboard. It lasts about an hour, dropping her off near South Vermont Avenue and the 105 freeway.
Thank you, bus driver.
Then she boards a Gardena bus to her job at a makeup packaging company in Lomita.
Good morning.
This bus is mainly carrying women with children and students on this day.
People come up to you in the bus and they'll be like, oh, I'm selling marijuana or something. And then
Excuse me.
you're like, yeah, that I worry about because, you know, there's also like a lot of kids during the day.
The leg lasts about 40 minutes, with Tulasi arriving around 10:15 a.m.
Thank you, bus driver.
She says exiting the bus near work
This is a successful morning.
brings her relief and purpose.
I made it to work on time.
She works Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
It was a good day.
After work, she calls Luis while walking to the bus stop.
Hello? Acabo de salir.
His comforting words reassure her,
Okay.
but she remains vigilant.
The mission's not done until I'm home safe. Hello.
This Gardena bus is busy with commuters leaving work.
Thank you.
Tulasi says afternoon rides are usually this way, doubling the travel time to about 2 hours. At the next stop, Luis awaits, dressed elegantly to surprise Tulasi.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a
And increased security concerns for riders on DOT and Dash Metro buses. Fox 11's Laura Diaz is live in downtown LA with details on this. Laura.
Yes, Christine, with all the violence on Metro's trains and buses, LA's other forms of transportation have pretty much flown under the radar. Well, this evening, we spoke to politicians and the operators who told horror stories.
I do you feel safe on it? It's right here. I'm so sorry. I have to catch it right now.
That bus rider was in a hurry to get to the Arts District in downtown LA Thursday evening. He picked up a Dash bus on busy Grand Avenue, not far from the Broad Museum and trendy high-end restaurants, where bus stops for LA Dot and Dash buses are easy to spot. The Dash buses are designed to provide local transportation in neighborhoods and can link you up to Metro buses and Metro Rail. They are a critical piece of transportation in Los Angeles. But while Metro has been taking heat over violence and unsafe conditions on their buses, now the Dot and Dash buses are under the microscope too. This was Wednesday's LA transportation meeting. You hear Councilwoman Tracy Park sounding the alarm.
We see a lot of violent, dangerous, unstable people using public transit every day. And I feel like our riders and our operators are left out there to fend for themselves, unprotected. Radios and panic buttons and some plexiglass here and there doesn't cut it.
2 council members who serve on that committee were shocked over conditions on Dot and Dash buses, usually considered to be free of big city violence. Bus operators agreed.
No, I don't feel safe. I don't understand why.
You say don't feel safe.
Police don't come.
Have you had problems with homeless or anything like that? A lot?
Yeah. Well, I haven't been beaten. But problems a lot.
Would you like to see them give you more security?
It's a long conversation. I have to go.
Okay.
I'll be on time.
I understand.
He doesn't feel safe.
The operators we spoke to said that they would welcome a dialogue with city leaders on how to fix it.
See? See what people got to deal with when it comes to public transportation? Stabbing in Subway, New York.
Stabbing in Subway, New York.
This has happened in...
Not
to mention, people also use the subways to get to work, not just buses. And you would think that it would be safer on subways than buses. Nope.
75th Street Station. Fox 5's Jessica Formosa live on scene with the latest. And Jess, those who knew the victim say they're stunned.
That's right, Stephen. Natasha, the victim, is known in the community and well-liked. That is according to people here at the scene. Now, we did speak to a group of men who did not want to go on camera and tell us that the victim was very nice, never picked a fight with anyone, so they are shocked that he was stabbed here tonight. That said, police say that this was no random attack, that the victim and the suspect knew each other. Crime scene tape blocking off the entrance to the 175th Street subway station in Washington Heights. Police say a 40-year-old man was stabbed to death near the turnstiles. It is very alarming and scary. It happened just before 6 p.m. According to a police source, the victim and the suspect knew each other. They got into some type of dispute at a nearby park. The argument spilling into the subway station, where police say the victim was stabbed multiple times in the torso. Those who live in the community say they feel unsafe in these streets.
It's not safe at night. You can see a lot of people driving.
I feel very unsafe because it's the second murder in our neighborhood.
Of course I'm surprised because today he was hurt. Tomorrow can be me.
The crime scene unit was seen collecting evidence, trying to piece together what happened. Police have not ID'd the suspect, but sources say authorities have obtained surveillance video from cameras inside the subway station, so they know who they are looking for. The victim was transported to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead.
Damn.
So as you can see, this is still an active scene here in Washington Heights. We still do not have a motive, what led to this deadly stabbing. All we know is that a dispute broke out between the two, but why is the question. What were they fighting about? Of course, at this hour, still no arrest, but police are looking for that man. We're live in Washington Heights. I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News. Steve, Natasha, back to both of you inside.
All right, thanks, Jess. Well,
said to be more stat. Oh my god, that's crazy. That happened 11 days ago, guys. It's not like it happened months ago or a year ago. This has happened 11 days ago. This is pretty much fresh, too much recent. Y'all remember this one? Because about what happened 3 months ago in the Brooklyn shooting. This. You remember what happened in Brooklyn with the shooting on the subway? This happened with this dude was arguing, and the lady stabbed him in the back. It's like, look at this. Look at this. It's on Eyewitness News. Look at this. Damn, what the hell? Look what happened with the lady. Lady just stabbed her in the back. See, look, he just got stabbed by the lady. Lady just stabbed him. Dude, you just stabbed me? You just stabbed me, yo? She just stabbed him up. Dude, now he stopped bleeding. Look, he stopped bleeding. You see his back start bleeding. Yo, look, his back stopped bleeding. Look, he got stabbed in the back. So then they go to the woman, say, you stabbed me? He goes, oh, he's bleeding. He said, I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. She keeps saying I ain't do nothing. You just stabbed me? Then he go pulls out a gun. Look at this. Wow, look at this. This happened 3 months ago. Yeah, everybody, look. Everybody try to get out, but they on the train. They're on the train.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Look at this.
Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Damn. You heard that? That freaking train. See, everybody rushing, get out of there. Oh my God. Even that happened 3 months ago, guys. Okay, cat. All of it started, and then the girl stabbed him in the back, and then the guy was also arrested. And that's and it's been like that. Yeah, it's definitely worse in New York City. It's definitely worse. And people rely on public transportation definitely in New York City because of heavy trafficking that's going on in New York and LA. So people need public transportation to avoid like being stuck in traffic. And then they gotta deal with that. Transit workers says it's no longer safe.
Transit workers says it's no longer safe.
Look at this.
Hey Gus, we're gonna play wars.
How about a game of...
This was on the news about concern about the subway safety.
Hochul's plan, her 5-point plan to combat violence in the subways, not getting high marks from the transit workers. The plan calls for more law enforcement underground, including the deployment of the National Guard and enhanced bag checks for weapons.
But transit workers are speaking out about the governor's subway safety plan. They say not enough is being done and more long-term solutions are needed. They even took out an ad in the New York Post yesterday featuring Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg and MTA Chair Janel Lieber as Dumb and Dumber. In response, MTA Chair Janel Lieber says he fully supports the New York police.
The NYPD is doing a hell of a job in the subway system, and we need to work. The governor's brought additional resources. The NYPD has the MTA's full confidence, and that's what I'm going to say, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
All right, joining us right here on Good Day New York is local Transport Workers Union President Richard Davis. We appreciate you being with us this morning. Thank you. Before we get into the details of what you want, your response to MTA Chief Lieber there.
Well, in his press conference yesterday, he referred to us as the little old MTA, which tells me he doesn't have confidence in what he's doing. We are a complex, this is a complex system, one of the best system in the world. We need to be respected as transit workers. We need to be safe. The public needs to be safe, and he needs to recognize that we're just not a little old transit system. We're a complex transit system.
And this is a complex issue. You had a press conference yesterday. You're joining us here today. And one of the things you said was that, Governor Hochul sent the National Guard down there. That recognizes that there's a problem with crime, but it's not enough. What would you like to see done?
So we applaud her for sending the National Guard, that she recognized there was an issue, and there's a crisis in the city. There's homelessness, which we're joining together with different
because
coalitions.
The cost of rent keep rising, so people can't even afford to stay to afford rent.
Mental illness, health professionals that deal with mental illnesses because the subway system.
I like how they like to contradict themselves.
So to form different strategies with those stakeholders.
Did you like when they like to contradict themselves? Make cost of living unaffordable, so people have no choice but to live on the streets, and then arrest them for it and call them going into a mental health crisis. Instead, but this is your governor, by the way.
We want to make sure that we apply the ban in the subway system.
And then you have camping ban.
To implement a court order, making sure that we protect our victims, which is, we are the victims. They can also implement the Kendra's law, which helped with the mental illnesses. And we want to make sure the NYPD And the MTA police is in the conductor's position and the station agent's position to help to deter crime and help with those issues. That's just a few of the ideas we have. Which
when it's less police, there's more crimes. That's what happens when it's less police.
Complex, like I said.
More crimes.
We're the one that knows the system.
That's the reason why
what's happening. We know
there
the
are
nuances, and we're the one
crimes because there are less police. Less police.
All these resolutions.
Okay, so you took that ad out yesterday. You knew you were going to get attention by calling Jana Lieber and the Manhattan DA Dumb and Dumber. Have you heard from them? And was that the right thing to do?
So, we weren't looking for any attention. We want resolutions to our issues. We met with Mayor Adams, and he talked about joining a coalition with us to help with these issues and the crisis. Our officers in charge, our PAC director, is in contact with Kathy Hochul discussing these things. We're looking for Jana Lieber to step up and do what he's supposed to do, protect the members.
What do you want from him, really?
He has to step up and protect us.
In what way? Because, you know, they're saying the subway system is safe. I got friends, listen, I don't ride the subway. But I have friends who ride the subway. My daughter rides the subway. She tells me what it's like. It's not normal to have to deal with this on a daily basis. And it doesn't get factored into the numbers.
It's absolutely not normal.
Not normal.
Numbers, our transit workers are getting assaulted more and violent assaults.
See, they get assaulted more.
You can see the slashing of Alton Scott in his neck that's half an inch from his death.
See, people wishing their life, people wishing their life now just to ride on the public transportation now.
Mount Eden at the subway station, somebody was killed. You cannot say that the crime is safe in the subway system right now. It's not that we want the right of public to come to the subway system.
Can we talk about the stuff that is not counted into the subway safety? The homeless who were sleeping on the subway, doing drugs,
living in the tunnels,
defecating on the subway
system,
yes,
and also taking up seats that people are supposed to sit. On a daily basis, you go in the subway system, people that's all over the platform, they're jumping over the turnstiles, they're not even taking any, there's no regard to anyone in the subway system, and especially transit workers who are there every day in the forefront facing these violent behavior of all the homelessness and the EDPs and everyone else in the subway system.
And before we wrap up, I want to get back to that ad you took out yesterday, because after you placed it, the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg's office, we asked them for a statement, and they gave us one. And they said, look, the subway crime is actually down in Manhattan compared to all the other boroughs where it's up. But he also said, and I quote, "We care deeply about the safety of TWU members. We have offered and continue to welcome a meeting with TWU leadership so we can have a productive conversation with real solutions that will hold up in court." Now, that's the statement from the DA's office. One, have you heard from them? And two, would you be willing to have conversations with them?
We're willing to meet with anyone who wants to sit down and have our interests at heart, and real interests are real, taking that accountability to know we're in danger. He offered 2 years to a man who beat an innocent woman, black and eye, almost to death. She was only saved because the Good Samaritans in the public and the subway system saved her life. We had a bus operator who was fighting for his life, had cut in his hands, lost part of his eye, he was almost stabbed to death, fighting for that knife not to stab him in the chest. They offered that person 5 years. 5 years. That convict, that criminal, 5 years in jail.
And they're literally fighting for their life. That's the work for public transportation.
Alvin Bragg does not have our best interests at heart.
Let me ask you something. Maybe you can't blame him. A friend of mine whose daughter works at a psychiatric facility says after they treat some of these patients, whether it's a few days or whatever, they give them a Metro card when they leave. That's their parting gift, a Metro card. Maybe they need to stop that.
They should do a lot of different things. We need we need to sit down with the Department of Homelessness to come up with real solutions, meet with the health professionals to help with EDP to see what resolve they have. You can't just dump people in the system to live, dump them to ride the subway system because it's an easy solution to get them off their hand. We have to find real solutions how to help people. This city's a great city. We need to keep it a great city. We need to find help for the people who need help. And we need to put those criminals in jail who need to be in jail. And we need to make sure that everyone recognizes that transit workers are unsafe. They feel unsafe. They want to come to work safe and go back home to their family safe.
Well, as you said, this is a complex issue. Hopefully all the stakeholders can actually engage in conversation like you did with us this morning. We appreciate you joining us, Richard Davis.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
And good luck and thank you to the men and women of your department.
See?
Yes, ironically, the last time I was here, I was talking about assault on women.
Even to the workers, it is unsafe to be at a public transportation. Once again, all this is happening under the leadership of Joe Biden. All this is happening. Nobody feels unsafe when it comes to public transportation, whether it's in my area, which is Philly, or in the area in New York City, or in LA. U.S. trans workers do not feel safe at all. I think you saw what happened when a person just out of nowhere got stabbed in the back, and then that's when the a mass shooting started happening. While they're all stuck in the train. Yeah, so this is why look at this. That happened 4 months ago. A New York trans worker. Look at this.
You see on the video is in a rage.
Look at this.
And he followed me down the platform.
He literally pushed a subway worker
in my face, giving me a fracture to my eye socket.
The wound still visible. A day on the job ended with an attack for station agent Noreen Mallory.
This is a little boy.
Part of her duties last Wednesday. Surveillance video shows the suspect lunging at her, landing punches at the Wall Street station. She describes what happened.
This is the guy trying to beat his ass for this.
At Union headquarters.
He was up under a blanket and he flung it open and he was mumbling and waving his finger. So I started to walk away, and I was going to, notify through our emergency system.
Commuters helped.
Look at that.
Police were there within minutes to
people trying to help her. Look at
I
this.
hear people like, get off of her, get off of her. And the men jumped in.
Union leaders want the city, MTA,
they
and
trying to
state
assault them,
to
a woman.
reprioritize
Oh my God.
I can't say this enough.
Look at the guys who did to help her.
Safety. We're not asking to be safeguarded.
This is a new form of terrorism against public servants. The police are obviously stretched too thin.
The mayor says police staffing has dipped due to overtime costs from the first days of the subway safety plan.
The money that we had for the subway safety plan sunsetted.
Oh, look at Mayor Adams. Oh my God, man.
Additional money for that, but we also shifted in tours of officers. They moved to 12-hour tours. We get a greater level of visibility.
The head of Subways for Transit says safety for workers and riders is always top priority.
I care that my workers come into work one way and go home in the same way that they came to work. So I want to make the environment as good as possible.
MTA reports assaults on transit
got this
workers
figure
are
because
up
of that.
last month compared to last January. Harassment is also tracked. Those cases are down. As for riders, robbery and felony assaults are showing an increase. The system has been carrying about 3.8 million people a day. The average number of cases tends to be about 6.
That's crazy. Look at that. Look what happened to her eye. That's crazy. So it's exactly only thing about having your own vehicle is, of course, worrying about road rage of other vehicles. That's all people's only thing I worry about is road rage. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. Hey, y'all about to get up. I'm about to get off here, and y'all enjoy the rest of the day. And remember, pay attention to your surroundings, and also stay hydrated during the hot summer days. And it's People Champ 1983. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares and comments and views. It do not go for granted. Thank you for jumping on this live stream. Don't forget, guys. Make sure you hit the notification bell on all so you won't miss any of my up and coming live streams and videos like this. It's the People Champ 1983. Y'all enjoy your rest of the day. I'm out. Peace. Before I go, y'all know I have to do a blinker before I go. Blinker. Big hit. Double hit. Have a blessed